The history that we were all taught growing up is wrong. My name is Scott Wolter, and I'm a forensic geologist. There's a hidden history that nobody knows about. There are pyramids, chambers, tombs, inscriptions. They're all over the world. We're going to investigate these artifacts and sites, and we're going to get to the truth. Sometimes history isn't what we've been told. Dear Scott, my name is Dan Parada. I'm a professional treasure hunter. I've got a hot lead on a location where I think Templar treasure is buried. It's in Nova Scotia, and I'm writing to see if you'd like to come along on my adventure. I've attached some photos from Hobson Island, a place that figures into the mystery. I know you're a geologist, and I believe strange symbols on rocks there could point the way to the Templar treasure brought to North America by Prince Henry Sinclair. I hope you can make it.
Hello.
Hey, Steve, Scott Wolter.
Been a while. What are you up to?
I found somebody who thinks they found your ancestors' treasure. I think this guy is a real treasure hunter. You want to go check it out with me?
In that case, definitely. Where is it this time?
The usual place, Nova Scotia. Tell you what, pack your bags and I'll meet you in Halifax.
You got it. I'll see you soon, brother.
The guy who contacted me is a treasure hunter, and he believes treasure of the Knights Templar is buried in Nova Scotia. There's good reason for that. Legend says a Scottish prince named Henry Sinclair, who had strong ties to the Templars, brought it here in 1398. The Knights Templar order was created by the Roman Catholic Church to protect its treasures and the Holy Land during the Crusades. The Holy Grail is rumored to be one of the relics the Templars were keeping safe. Most believe the Grail is the cup Jesus drank from at the Last Supper, but I think the Grail is just part of a much larger treasure. And supposedly, Prince Henry was the last one to have his hands on it. So if he did come here, it's as good of a place as any to look. Hey, Denny.
Hey, good to meet you, Scott.
Well, I'm anxious to go treasure hunting. How did you get into this treasure hunting business, and ultimately, what led you up here?
In our company, we cover everything from Civil War. We can go back to pirates, and then I figured, well, let's pick up on the Templar treasure and see where we can go from there.
Wanted to make sure that we're on the same page here about this whole legend of Prince Henry Sinclair. Prince Henry was likely a member of the Knights Templar. This was a monastic order of knights that were kicked out of the church for being too powerful. The question has always been, whatever happened to them? I think they came over to North America and they brought whatever treasure they found under the Temple Mount, whether it was scrolls, technology, gold, the holy bloodline of Jesus and Mary, maybe it was a gold cup. Whatever it was, I think most people just sum it up by saying the Holy Grail. Do you think the Holy Grail's here?
Something's here. There's over 300 islands in Nova Scotia, but there's 3 important places I want to show you. Oak Island here was only a temporary location for the treasure.
Well, Oak Island is a fascinating story, and I've actually been to Oak Island, and investigated this whole mystery of the money pit. Many people over the last almost 300 years have invested an awful lot of money in that hole, including people like Errol Flynn, FDR, even John Wayne, and they dug down as far as 90 feet and beyond, but nothing was ever found. You think there was a treasure there, but it's not there anymore?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct, yeah.
I happen to agree with you. I think there was something there at one time, and it was moved somewhere else. So maybe you know, huh?
I believe Prince Henry used the Hobson Island as a staging ground. And here is New Ross, because that's
Okay.
where I believe it ended up at.
So what's the plan today?
There are some clues I want to show you on Hobson Island. We have a rock with a V carving on it, and then we have a layout of stones on the shoreline.
I hope you don't mind, but I invited my good friend Steve Sinclair, who's a descendant of Prince Henry Sinclair, to join us.
Sounds good to me.
So we should get rolling, eh?
Yes, should be getting there fast.
So that big bad boy over there is the one you think has a V carving on it, right?
Yeah, Patrick here seen it.
There's a lot of moss and everything and stuff that we cleared away just to actually see the carving.
You know, another thing I like about this V carving, if it's here, that's the upper part of the hooked X. This mysterious hooked X symbol is connected to the Knights Templar. Maybe there's more to it, or maybe that's just part of a clue that's telling us something.
Just be careful of your step, guys.
Well, that looks like a big piece of granite. So if there's something carved into it, it'll hang around for a long time.
If you come around here, you can actually see the V up here.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
it is a V.
It is a V,
Wow.
and very distinctive.
I'm trying to look and see if it's natural. I suppose it's possible, but boy, that sure is symmetric and nice. It almost looks like it has a little hook on it here, doesn't it?
Yes, just like the hooked
Yeah,
X.
and the thing is, I looked at it, it looked like it was tool marked.
Well, it's weathered, too. If we take this as a man-made symbol, there's more going on here. Is there anything else that maybe ties into this whole thing?
Oh, yeah, we found a treasure map made of stone.
A treasure map?
Yes.
Here, on
Yes.
this island?
Yes.
Well, you gotta show it to me. For over a century, there's been a rumor that a Scottish prince named Henry Sinclair took the Templars' legendary treasure to the New World. A symbol called the hooked X is part of what makes me think that rumor is true. The hooked X is the symbol I think the Templars used to stand for the Holy Grail. I found it here in America, and I believe that means the Grail is here too. If not in the United States, then here in Nova Scotia, where Prince Henry allegedly brought it for safekeeping.
With 300 islands out here, you would need a map to show you where the treasure is.
A treasure map?
Yes.
Well, you gotta show me that.
Okay, let's go look.
All right. Is that the map?
It's a pattern of rocks laid out like the pattern of the island. I believe it's a map to show where they went to when they left Hobson Island. I think Prince Henry Sinclair kept the treasure on Oak Island until he got to know the natives better. Then he moved the treasure to higher ground when he built the castle at New Ross.
I've heard about this castle before. The legend goes Prince Henry built it here in New Ross and lived in it until he died. Since there's no monument to his death or evidence of his burial in Scotland, it's possible. I've heard all that's left today are some stones that were supposedly part of the original foundation.
You should check out the castle walls. There's a guy up there can show you around.
Denny, I've got to hand it to you. You've really got this well thought out. I've got to talk to Steve St. Clair, who's a distant relative of Prince Henry. He's gonna love it. Well, Steve, thanks for coming. I appreciate it.
Well, you know, if you guys had found something up here and I wasn't here, I'd be pretty pissed.
I know you're skeptical about this whole thing.
We're long on theories and short on facts. I have, however, kept an open mind, which is why I got on a plane and flew up here to meet with you.
Well, I tell you what, you missed a great day yesterday. We were on Hobson Island with this treasure hunter we're gonna meet today. We did find a large boulder that had this amazing V carving. It's got a little hook on one side. It was very interesting. I asked Dan, I said, what do you think this means? And he thinks it's part of a treasure map. That, not that the treasure is on that island, but it's a pointer or an indicator that the treasure's in this area. So he said that was a staging area. Maybe he's right, who knows? And now the next thing is to go to the site at New Ross where he thinks the treasure's buried. There's supposedly ruins of an ancient castle built by Prince Henry.
I've heard a couple stories regarding Prince Henry's castle or being sited there. The family was very important in Scotland and England, and it's interesting that Prince Henry just disappeared out of the records. There were no monuments to his death. So where was he?
Well, to me, that provides really compelling evidence that he came over here. How are you related to Prince Henry?
I'm probably a distant cousin. It might be very distant, but I'm a distant cousin.
St. Clair, Sinclair, why the different spellings?
Well, the original name was St. Clair. It came from France. As they moved north into Scotland, the St. Clairs changed the spelling to Sinclair. This is a common thing in medieval England and Scotland. Spellings changed all the time. What I find really interesting is that all these families that share the same blood, they all ended up just east and south of Rosslyn Chapel, which was built in 1446. Everyone knows that story from the Da Vinci Code.
Rosslyn Chapel was built by Prince Henry Sinclair's grandson, William. It's alleged in the Da Vinci Code that Jesus had a child, and the proof is hidden in the chapel. It's a theory I believe could be true. The Templars' trademark symbol, a hooked X, is carved on a column there, and my research tells me it's a symbol for the bloodline. Maybe it was put there as a tribute to Prince Henry, who took proof of the bloodline and the rest of the Templar treasure to North America. We find the hooked X at Rosslyn Chapel. So to me, it seems that this whole bloodline thread literally goes through Rosslyn. And maybe some of the other things that were hidden were tangible things, like gold, like scrolls, maybe even the Ark of the Covenant, who knows? But those hard objects were stored there until it was safe to bring them over to the West.
I'm open-minded about the story. I'm here to find more facts.
Who knows? Today could be the day. Hey, Brett, Scott Wolter, how you doing, man?
Nice to meet you.
We understand that there's a legend that Prince Henry Sinclair came to New Ross and built a castle right here. And
That's the legend.
I'm not seeing...
Where'd all the rocks go?
Well, there's been some work done over the years. There's been some landscaping, and most of what was here has been buried now.
There's a rock.
Is this the only rock you got left here?
No, but this rock here was stood up, and underneath this rock, there was like some rubble, some ash that was taken and carbon dated, and I think it was back 1300s. that carbon date it went to.
Actually, that's perfect, because Prince Henry reportedly came over in 1398, so that carbon dating definitely fits.
This is the baby rock.
That's the baby rock.
This is the
It's a
baby.
little one, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do better than that.
Oh, yeah. Up in the back, there's some rather large rocks that might be of interest to you.
These look like they're arranged.
Yeah, they do. You know, this is interesting, guys. Look at this. This stone face here is flat. Almost looks like it's been dressed. I mean, it could be natural, but that looks dressed to me.
When you bought the property, was this what was here, or was there more?
There was a lot more, but here's what we have that the backyard used to look like.
Okay. Well, now we're talking here. I mean, this looks like a layout for some type of structure, possibly a castle, but these walls here are massive. I mean, look at that. Those are 4 to 5 feet in thickness. It looks exactly like a foundation. Look at the size of these rocks right here. These things are huge. Well, I tell you what, this guy here is jumping right out at me. You see these indentations right here? And right here? That looks like maybe chisel marks. I mean, look at how beautiful that thing is. Nice,
That
uniform
wouldn't occur
shape.
naturally, right?
No.
That shape of the stone.
No, that would not occur naturally. I mean, that would be a perfect lintel stone. I mean, you could, all kinds of uses for something in a large stone structure like a castle.
Wouldn't that be nice over the top of a doorway with that archway dispersing the weight down either side?
It'd be perfect. I tell you what, guys, this is really compelling. This might
It
be
could
a
have been a
relative's
castle.
house right here.
Could have been a castle. That's fascinating.
What if the reported treasure that Prince Henry brought over here in 1398 was on your property? What
That
would you...
would be extremely nice.
Is there anything else that you've heard about that might tie into this whole Prince Henry story?
Well, when you came into the area, you drove through the cross, which is basically 2 roads that intersect and look like a cross.
How long was that area called the Cross?
Long time, way before it was a cross, like hundreds of years before that.
Why would they call it that?
Legend has it that there were people here that wore a white cloak and had a cross onto it.
What color was the cross?
They say it was red.
Red and white? Those would be the white tunics and the red crosses of the Templars. Well, I tell you what, I think the fun's just about to start. Should we go talk to Denny? Hey, Danny, good to see you again.
Hey, Scott, good to see you too.
We've been chasing after Prince Henry, who we think came over here in 1398 and brought the treasure. Where do you think he brought it?
Right here,
Right here.
right here. We believe that they brought the treasure from Oak Island to this location for safety and to get it to higher ground.
Well, you know, that makes total sense. They've been digging at Oak Island for over 100 years. No one's found anything. So it's kind of obvious it's not there.
There's plenty of legends and stories about Prince Henry coming here to New Ross, building his castle right here. So this is as good a place as any. Well, should we get started?
Yeah, I'm feeling lucky.
Ready?
Yep.
I'm in New Ross, Nova Scotia, searching for the Holy Grail. Legends suggest a prince named Henry Sinclair built a castle here and hid the treasure nearby in 1398. One of his relatives believes it's possible, but he wants proof, and so do I. This property used to belong to a woman named Joan Hope. She made diagrams of what she thought were the stone walls of Prince Henry's castle. I have a feeling the treasure hunters spotted something in her drawings that led them here, to this holy well. This looks very interesting. What are we looking at here?
Well, after going through Joan Hope's blueprint, and I've noticed that the walls of the castle are 5 feet thick, completely around the castle. But when it gets close to the holy well, the castle walls turn in, and for what reason, I don't know. The only thing I come up with, that there's probably some kind of a castle room or hidden chambers that they dug.
So there's something very special and unique about this well.
I believe the treasure could be in one of these rooms that we're going to check out today.
Before we can drill into the ground to look for the treasure, I need to know we have more than a hunch to go on. We need some hard data. Den and I have come up with a plan that should tell us whether there's something worth drilling for next to the well. What's going to happen here today that's going to help us find the treasure?
What we're going to start out is using a long-range locator.
A long-range locator is a controversial device used to find gold and other precious metals underground. Scientists aren't convinced long-range locators work, but treasure hunters swear by them. If gold is detected, the locator emits a directional signal indicating where it might be found. By plotting and triangulating multiple signal lines, the operator can pinpoint a spot where suspected treasure might be buried.
So if we put in a frequency of gold, the frequency will come up through the ground. The box sends that frequency back in the form of a line. So what we'll do is take GPS readings and use a compass to triangulate those lines so we can pinpoint an exact location that we really need to be at. I turn the box on, and then I put in a frequency of 99.9.
Which is?
Which is a frequency for gold in this area. We'll let this sit for 15 to 20 minutes, and then we'll come back and take a reading.
So that's it? Triangulating a hotspot using the long-range locator helps us identify a place to search, so that before we tear up this property, we have evidence there's something worth finding underground.
Ryan, I need you to mark this. We got a hit.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me you just got a hit for gold?
Not just any hit, we got a hit for a large amount of gold.
How much gold?
Well, we set the box so it's on a minimum of 50 ounces, so.
50 ounces, more than 50 ounces.
At least 50 ounces, yes.
In that direction?
In this direction.
Okay, I'm in. What's next?
We need to move the box to another area so we can set up 2 more times so we're able to triangulate these lines so we can pinpoint exactly where this buried treasure is.
Another good spot here?
We just have to make sure we have a certain amount of distance between them so we're able to get a good triangulation.
Okay.
So.
You can do your magic with the rods?
Fingers crossed.
Okay, Ryan, I need you to mark this.
Another hit.
Same direction. It's actually headed right down to the property.
Where the castle is.
Where the castle is, correct.
So the treasure might actually be at the castle just like we thought?
It may possibly be there, yes.
We're 2 for 2.
2 for 2, and he said, what, over 50 ounces?
Yeah.
What are you going to do
I'm
with
trying to imagine. Am I 25?
We got one more line to set, and then
For 3 for 3. That's great.
we'll know the spot.
There it is.
Okay. Ryan, you want to come over here and mark this? Yeah.
It's pointing at the spot again, isn't it?
Yeah, I think now we'll have our triangulation. I think it's going directly at the property that we need to be at.
So the well's the hot spot.
That's where the treasure is. What's next is a metal detector.
And we'll be able to see if there's metal, chambers, everything.
All right, let's get after it. All right, what do you got?
You see this first ring here? That's the well.
Okay.
Now this one that's directly out in front of it here, that is actually a room or a tunnel that's directly behind you. So somewhere down this well, there's either an arch or a tunnel that's going to lead into a void right behind where you're standing.
You're kidding.
That's it.
Right here.
Right here. Right in this area.
That's a room?
That's a room. That's a void underground there.
Okay.
And so relative to the size of the opening of the well, that's how big that is.
That's a pretty big room.
Okay, I got 2 questions. How deep? And the second question is there gold in there?
We know that you triangulated to this point looking for gold.
Correct.
I think it's time to send a diver down that well to verify possible entryways into the cavity.
All right, well, I say let's go. Let's start. That way.
If I go down and there's a problem, I'll pull on the rope 3 times sharply, and they'll pull on the rope 3 times back to understand that they communicated that. If I find anything down there, I'll pull the rope twice.
Okay.
So 2 for finding something, 3 for
Trouble.
a problem.
So, guys, what do you want Pat to be looking for?
An arch or a cave.
An opening?
An opening, yeah.
Or stonework that indicates that something might be beyond.
Something man-made.
Okay, guys, rock and roll.
Good luck.
You see where the bubbles are?
Yeah, he's on this side.
He's on this side.
He went down to the bottom. He's working his way up. Well, how did it go?
It's going well. Do we have the infrared camera that we want to send down?
What'd you find?
Come on, I'll jump in this. Look at him jump.
Guys,
Don't be a jerk now. Talk to us.
guys. I can't see a void.
Okay.
Okay.
How far down would you say you went?
I went down right to the bottom,
How many feet would you guess?
about 16.
And Patrick, what we're looking for is an archway, something like they may have bricked in, where it looked like a bricked in window. We're believing it to be on this side of the well, because this is where the void was.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
If you get in trouble or if you see something, you give this a tug, all right?
Absolutely.
Well, there's the line, so he's on right here.
I see where he is. He's aimed right over this way right now. Now he's aimed right under our feet. He just tugged twice, guys.
Well, he's got something. Go back, Pat. Go back.
He thinks there's something down there.
There is. Well, there is something down there. He pulled twice.
Wait a minute.
Is he coming up?
No, he's
Going down deeper.
going down again.
Holy shit, he's still going. Could he have found the entrance?
He may have found a passageway.
Don't tell me he went to void.
His lights
So
disappeared.
what the hell did he duck into?
Well, it had to be the damn
Because
room.
it's on this side.
Holy shit, what is that? Right there. That's man-made, definitely man-made. Steve, that could be the entrance to the treasure. To your family treasure. All right, here he comes.
Here he comes.
He's coming up.
Guys, I found something. Guys, I found something. Oh, I gotta go back down.
What'd you see? What?
There's a line of stones going straight down.
They're lined up and they're not random, right?
No, they're not random.
Was it a V arch? Was it a rounded arch? Was it even an arch? What was it that you saw?
They're in a straight down pattern.
Okay.
It's not like a rock
another one on top, and another one underneath.
That's
These are
random.
going straight down, straight down, straight in.
Does it look like it might be a passage or was a passage?
Well, I look in between the rocks, and I can see other rocks in behind it, and it looks like it goes very, very deep.
So there's something behind
There's
it.
something behind it.
God,
There's
I'll be
gotta be
damned.
something behind it.
Oh, man.
I knew it was here.
Steve!
Dude.
Nice going, man.
All right, buddy.
Could it have been open at one time and then filled in?
And then fill back in.
That's what it
That's
looked
quite
like?
possible.
I guess now what do? We got a drill, right?
No, pump it dry.
Let's get it
All
done.
right, get
Let's
the
get it
pump
done.
in there. Let's go. When Den Parada told me he found the location of the Templar treasure, I was very skeptical. But there's no denying multiple lines of evidence point to just one thing. The Holy Grail the Templars were ordered to protect could be in this well. Steve's relative, Prince Henry Sinclair, was supposedly the last one to guard the treasure, and I found what could be the walls of his castle right here. The long-range locating work James did suggests there's treasure in a void underground next to the well. And the metal detector confirmed that. And now Patrick found what appears to be a bricked-off entrance to a secret room down in this well. The water's been pumped out, and I want to see it for myself. Ready? Just gonna start and go maybe a couple feet each time. Oh.
What do you see, Scott?
Well, it goes back farther than it looks like the rocks do. There is a gap back here.
That's where that window is he was talking about.
Okay, down. There's definitely rocks back behind the rocks on the face. Does somebody have a stick?
Measuring stick or something?
Yeah, I'd like
Okay.
to stick it back. It goes back at least a couple feet.
Here.
All right, here we go.
That's amazing.
Oh, I mean, it goes all the way. That's about 26 inches, maybe.
Would you like the snake cam?
Yeah, we can probably reach it down to you. Hang on.
This is as good as it gets.
Holy shit, look at that. It keeps going back. Now I'm going in a real small cavity. It indicates to me that this is part of a larger structure. There's more to it. It could be the treasure room, Steve. We might have the Holy Grail right down here. Where's the shovel? I want to start digging right now.
So what are we drilling here? We're going to drill an 8-inch hole straight down.
Well, we're going to drill down about 14 feet, right where those two walls shoot down the middle of the castle. We show no cavities with our machine, so the water is either filled up the void, and we have nothing.
Whoa. No cavity?
Nothing
You're
but
saying
water.
it's filling up the chamber?
We know there's a void there. We're pulling sticks in and out of it, but somehow we just can't pick it. Our needles on our machine are jumping constantly. We've had a lot of problems with, like, an energy force underneath here, or something, or magnetic, I don't know.
So if there is a chamber down here, could there be something in there that is throwing off your readings?
Possible. I just, yeah.
What could that be, Steve?
All sorts of legends around this story. It could be any one of them. Ark of the Covenant.
There's all kinds of things that could be going on, but there's only one way to find out for sure.
Put a hole
Let's
in the
drill.
ground.
Turn the key,
And you've seen it, she didn't want to start. It's a little bit abnormal for this time of the year.
Some people believe that there's strange energy that's here. This being Prince Henry's castle, their equipment doesn't seem to work. Now you're having trouble?
Well, we'll see what happens.
Okay, Mike, let's do it.
Whoa. Battery smoking.
Battery smoking.
What the hell is going on here?
We're gonna try to boost it and see what happens.
Try it now, Buff.
So what if we can't get this thing going? We're gonna have to dig by hand. Theoretically, we should hit a void, right?
It should be a little further down.
But remember, the void that we saw on that camera, the wall would be right here. Looks like it went down there fine for a couple feet, and then all of a sudden you hit a boulder, right?
A few of them.
A few of them, okay. Is it possible that you hit boulders that were maybe stacked on top of each other?
Definitely, it did react that way when I did drill.
So it's possible you could have hit a wall, drilled right through a wall. That void is actually over there, and I would imagine the wall being right there if there is a cavity down there. Let's hit the hole.
Let's hit the hole.
If we go 3-foot increments, I mean, if that chamber's here, we can't miss it. If you had told me that one day I'd really have a shot at finding the Holy Grail, I'd have said, that's impossible. But now, I'm standing on the exact spot where a secret room, an underground treasure, and a Templar legend seem to come together. The first hole we drilled was a bust, but everything up until now points to treasure being underneath our feet. We've picked up on the presence of gold here deep underground, but I'm interested in an even deeper truth, the truth of whether or not the Templars themselves were here, with or without the Holy Grail. If there is a chamber here, there'd be a wall right in this area, and I think that's what we may have hit. Danny, no void here. He hit a massive boulder at the bottom, about 15 feet. So we're not in the right spot. Maybe somebody dug here. This is not natural. This was dug out at some other time in the past. I saw a chamber on your data right here. Is that still there?
According to the equipment, yes.
So it is still there?
Yes.
So that sucker should be right here.
Correct.
Done. Hey, Mike, is this the one?
I don't think so.
Come out. You don't? How far'd you go, 14 feet? So we had all these things going in our favor. I mean, everything that we've been talking ourselves into.
We don't have a hole yet.
We're not gonna find here. Denny, you know what's going on here?
I have no idea.
You see that red soil over there?
Yeah.
That's fill. What we hit was a trench that's been backfilled. Backfill is never going to be as dense
is natural soil, natural clay. So it's the density difference between the trench and the natural soils that created that anomaly.
So what caused that density anomaly? Backfill. But that backfill also proves something that none of us want to hear. Someone has already been here. And if the treasure was here, we're too late. But one question remains. Where's the gold they got a hit for using both the long-range locator and the metal detector?
Ryan and Jim laid out this triangulation, and they said there was more than 50 ounces of gold where those lines intersected. You guys said it was here.
There's just something in the ground here. I don't know. It's throwing everything off.
Something's leading
I'm
here,
telling
but
you,
we just can't
it's
find it.
here, but it's not going to find it. It's not coming out of the ground.
Not this time.
So what you're telling me is you think that there's the ghost of Prince Henry that's keeping people from finding the treasure?
And I've been warned about this before we came. Yeah.
So you do think there's a curse? That's what you're
There's
saying?
something happening here.
If it's not in the bottom of one of those 3 holes, it's got to be somewhere, right? Too many things have lined up for it to
It's here.
not exist.
Well, you know what, guys? I have some thoughts. Maybe the Templars moved it at some point after Prince Henry brought it here, and it's still out there somewhere.
They're always one step ahead.
The other possibility is somebody else was here digging for treasure. Maybe they found it, maybe not.
If you watch the movie Da Vinci Code, after all that work, all that mystery and intrigue, he finally gets to Rosslyn Chapel and expects to find it, and where is it? It's gone.
It's gone. If the Templars were as intelligent strategically as we know they were, they would keep it moving all the time. I still think Prince Henry brought this treasure to the New World. I think it may have been in Oak Island at one time. It may have been at New Ross, but it's been moved. The signs are everywhere. The clues are everywhere. And it's here somewhere in North America, and I'm gonna find it. We hit a dry hole. It was here, but now it's gone.
Not finding the Templar treasure in Nova Scotia was a disappointment. But I'm more convinced than ever it was there at one time. The question is, where is it now? For years, I've been searching not just for the Templars and their treasure here in America, but for the true history of this country. That's because the history we've been taught is wrong. I've gotten thousands of tips on artifacts, sites, and symbols I need to check out all over this country, and I'm just getting started. I'm searching for the past no one knows exists. And one thing's for sure, there's a pattern woven into the fabric of this country, something that connects the people of the past to each other and to us in ways I'm only starting to understand.